can we tolerate other people's behavior? And how much can we tolerate other people's behavior? For example, mathematics. It's very interesting. When you listen to a mathematics professor who was teaching all his life or her life, and you show them a different way how to get to the same result, because the result is either correct or it's not. Does it really matter at all how we get to the result? Now, when you listen to these professors, they are almost allergic, so they have very low tolerance, when you show them another way how you get to the result. So it also has to do with the pictures we have in our head, how we believe the world is, how we perceive it, and what we believe to be true. Now, I think key is, how can we increase tolerance?
Definitely, that's the key.
That does not mean to make any foul deals. Okay, so I'm going to tolerate it now because he said so. My son asked me to tolerate his banana eating in front of me. Well, I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. You see, now we can build a bridge and make an agreement. You can have as many bananas as you want, and I even buy them for you. I bring them home for you. I even serve them to you until the peel's closed, because otherwise they start smelling. And make sure that you get rid of them one way or the other before they get too ripe and really stink the whole house. Now, in order to have that tolerance, we must have respect and also have a communication somewhat. Why? Because no one's a mind reader. Now, how can we increase it? How can we increase tolerance? It may sound boring that I say it again, but it all starts within. How much do I tolerate myself? Can I stand the way I think? Can I stand the way I stand? My standard, the art of standing. Can I stand the way I speak? Can I stand the way I present myself? Or can I not? I remember when I moved here to the United States many years ago, I still was much more small squared. I call it this way in geometry. You have the paper that has millimeters and squares so that you can draw more precisely and such.
Yeah, it's called graph paper.
Graph paper, thank you. We call it in German Millimeterpapier. And I was so organized in specific areas of my life that I considered myself being small squared or graph paper-like. So then I went into bigger squares, and now I don't have these lines anymore. I freed myself from the rest of those, I'd say, limitations that I was aware of. And then sometimes some more limitations show up. So when I now look back at me, my tolerance was much lower regarding specific ideas, regarding specific behaviors, regarding specific tolerable settings. And I think I said it in one of the early episodes that I went out with someone who was fond of me, and I was invited for lunch, and it was really very nice. But the way he ate, I just couldn't stand it, truly. But he was a very nice man. Back then, I did not tolerate it. Today, I would probably tolerate it much more because my values have changed too. Because to me today, who has a good heart has a good heart. And if you have a good heart, come on in. I'm here and my world is open to you. Because you can't buy that.